Sammy and I are gonna go to a presentation about the sun today. This presentation is going to be given by John and Brenda, and they're from GeoAstro RV. So this should be pretty cool. They have a telescope, and so we'll be able to look at the sun through the telescope. They're gonna be giving a presentation discussing things about the sun. It's designed for kids, so Sammy hopefully will have fun. He understands, the sun, and but he's never seen it through a telescope, and he's never seen like the solar flares. And I don't know if he's too interested in the sun right now. He's only 3.5, but I'm really interested in it. I'm bringing him so I have an excuse to look through the telescope.
Out of curiosity, can I see? Put your hand up if you're 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8 years old. Gives me an idea of who I'm shooting at here for age brackets. Have you ever heard "Don't look at the sun"? Should you look at the sun with your regular glasses? No, right? No. But wait a minute. Are those regular glasses right there? Now those are special glasses. What type of glasses do you guys think those are? Have you ever seen eclipse glasses? They're special glasses with filter. So can you look at the sun with eclipse glasses? But they're not regular glasses, are they? So it's gonna continue to make hydrogen turn into helium, but at some point it's gonna start to turn more helium, and that means it's gonna grow larger. And it's gonna engulf the 2 inner planets, okay? It's actually gonna take off the atmosphere of our Earth. Now, that's billions of years from now. So we won't be around for something like that, okay? But anyways, that's really what's gonna happen. Then our sun is gonna slowly fluff off and go down to being a very small something that's done with its time. So that's kind of, not to be depressing, but that's one of the, I gotta let you guys know. What does this word say right here?
Core.
Core. The core of the sun, where that nuclear synthesis is taking place. How hot is that? 15 million degrees. That's great. Celsius. The photosphere is the surface of the sun. Wait a minute, did I say, was the sun solid? No, the sun's not solid, right? So what do I mean, the surface of the sun? Why would I say the sun has a surface?
Well, all of the gas ends and starts.
I like that. That is true. There's multiple shells that are larger and larger and larger. You know what? We can't see any further into it because you can't see. It's called opaque. I can't see into it any further, so we call that the surface or the photosphere. When you take a picture, a photo, you can't see any further in. Look at this, guys. Does anyone see this? Here is the path of a photon, a packet of light. Do you see how it's bouncing all around? It could take 100,000, that's what it says right there, 100,000 years for a photon to reach the photosphere or the surface. How long does it take light then to reach our eyes? Does anyone know? 8 minutes and about 20 seconds. That's crazy. That fast it reaches our eyes from the sun. Pretty amazing if you ask me. Does anyone know what these little things are here? I'll give you a hint. They look like spots, don't they?
Mm-hmm. They're sunspots.
Sunspots! You get to see sunspots today. Brenda and I have not seen a sunspot this year yet. Now, we weren't watching every day, so we're kind of excited to show you sunspots. That's kind of cool. We're gonna go look at the chromosphere in Brenda's telescope, and we're gonna look at the photosphere in my telescope. This one's gonna look a little more green, like your shirt, because we put a filter in there so you can see it a little bit better. You guys ready to go take a look at the sun? All right, come on over. Brenda's gonna give us instructions.
When you look through here, the filter we have on here is going to make it look lime green, almost the color of this young man's lime green in his sweater right there. This telescope takes all of the white light, but it only shows us one small spectrum line from hydrogen alpha. So when you look through this scope, it's going to look reddish or orangish in color. My husband is going to show us the correct way to look at the sun here, how to approach the scope. So how do we look at the sun through a telescope? We take our glasses off. We grab for those who are shorter, we grab here and we might step on the top. What don't we want to get on the eyepiece?
Eyeball juice.
No
Yeah, we want you to go home with all of your eyeball juice,
Yes.
okay? Don't leave it with us.
So I'm going to guess that, so you know, you might lightly touch the eyepiece, but you will not be smashing your eye up against the
Yeah, so
eyepiece.
you can rest your eye, the sides of your eye on the thing.
Yep, just very
I
lightly.
see some dots.
Really? What are they?
Those are sunspots. Wow, that's
So
cool.
in here, the sunspots are going to look black up against that lime green background of the sun. Over in this telescope, you will not see those black spots, but you will see it almost looks like a Nike swish. Sort of around off center around 4 o'clock, and it's just a swish or a paisley from the gases.
And you'll see the roiling and the broiling and the red, and it's as the ionized gas comes up and settles back down. And those are faculae, and there's a granulation to it. So you're going to see that whole different areas. If you look to the edge, you'll see actual prominences coming off the edge. It's pretty cool. That's more interesting. This is good education. That one's cool to look at. All right, so we're going to split you into 2 groups here.
Here, step up there. Hold on to here.
Right here, keep your hands right there, and then lean forward and look in there. Do you see green ball? Do you see little black dots?
Yeah,
Those are sunspots.
I do.
Good job. I'm glad you're able to see those. That's a sunspot. That's our photosphere.
That's the sun, huh, Sammy?
Yeah,
Can you see space around the sun?
yeah.
It's black, isn't it?
I really can.
Cool. Give me 5. Give me 5. Good job. You did awesome.
Hi.
How are you? Come on up. I'll hold your hand. There you go. One more. I gotcha. And you can even kneel on the top. There you go. Do you see that orange in there?
Yeah.
That's your sun. Did you say it's orange or red? Which color do you think? You like orange. I think it's more orange too.
And then that's a focus right there for you.
Have you ever seen this before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the sun, Sammy. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
That's a hefty tripod.
Yes, it is. Nice job.
Yeah, I see the flares.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
They're pretty big too. They're really big.
Now, which sphere did you say this was? The photosphere?
Chromosphere.
Wasn't that cool, Sammy?
Yeah.
What did you think of the sun?
This closer to the eyepiece. Yeah, there you go.
It looks so orange.
Is that better?
Yeah, it looked really orange. Yeah, it's a big ball of fire.
And I saw the big ball of fire too.
Yeah, a big ball of burning gas. Did you see the solar flares? The little hairs that were sticking off the sides of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. This is really cool, and they have a really cool rig here. They've got a ton of solar panels. So you got a lot of solar here. Can you tell me something about that?
Sure, it's called a Mobile Solar is the company, and this one happens to be a custom MS325, Mobile Solar 325. It's normally a larger trailer, not quite as long, but we had to put a long item in there, so we asked them to make it a little bit longer. It's 17 foot long. But it's normally a 7,700 pound axles and tires. We beefed it up to 1,100, so that's a little bit different. And then normally the solar panels are together, but because it's just the 2 of us, they brought them apart so we can get in there and move one up in the bottom at a time. But that's travel mode right now. And we really wanted to take our telescope equipment out, but we needed to have enough power to run an air conditioner.
Yeah.
And that can do that without a problem.
Yeah.
It's got a 3,000 pound lead acid battery inside. It's got 2 Outback systems that run in tandem for it. And we are just thoroughly impressed. So Travis Sems is the owner of the company, and it's got a lot of advertising around it. We don't sell or anything. You gotta imagine if I pull up with a truck at a gas station, people have a lot of questions, and sometimes it's easier for me just to point and say, it's 3.7 kilowatts. It's got, I can do that.
So how many batteries do you have?
So in the trailer, we have one 3,000 pound forklift battery. That's lead acid. In our rig, we have actually 12 volt batteries, Battle-Born battery, lithium batteries.
12 lithium batteries.
12 lithium batteries, and realistically, the reason why is we were part owners of Epic Nomad TV, and when Battle-Born came on and became sponsors, Gary Quimby and I wanted to thank them. So he did 10 24-volt batteries with 2 Victron inverters, and we did 12 12-volt batteries with two Magnum 3000 hybrid inverters, and really just wanted to show that you can do what we call an epic install, but it's just really kind of to show it off. Wow. So we're really not affiliates or anything like that, but we just are just that thankful for Battle
So
to come in.
what do you power with 12 lithium batteries?
Whatever we want. You know, with the 2 inverters, could we turn around and you know, power 2 air conditioners? Yes, you could.
You have 2 air conditioners.
We have on the 2 air conditioners, so we could power them. But that would get cherry hot red, the inverters. So the reality is, if it gets hot enough, we just turn the generator on. But if I'm plugged into this, I have a 30 amp power, I can turn 1 air conditioner on. But if it truly is hot, we turn the generators on and power it that way. So yeah, we really power whatever we want. We don't have to worry about, you know, we don't think about numbers. Before we had that kind of setup, yeah, we thought about numbers, thought about, okay, where my batteries are at. But with these lithium compared to lead acid, you can take it down all the way. And with lithium, you can punch it and charge it a lot faster than you can charge lead acid. Is it worth it? Well, they have a 10-year warranty. 3,000 to 5,000 cycles, 10-year warranty.
Yeah. Yeah, it's worth it.
And each battery has its own battery monitoring system. They shut itself off. So, not to be a commercial for them, but I do love everything that they've really helped us with the movie and next season also. And so hard not to love the guys that have helped us in so many ways. So it's our way of giving back to Battleborn by taking out and showing people what we do to be off grid.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Not a problem. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoy the telescopes. And remember, you can always click on our site, GeoAstroRV.com. We have a route, and you can click on there. Anyone can. It's free. So we will come, you know, have dinner with you guys, put on a presentation in the middle of nowhere for 8 to 12 people, middle school on up at nighttime, daytime, you know, anyone. It's really our way of giving back to the community, and I think karma would have killed me if I would have just walked away and not did this.
Well, thank you so much.
Not a problem.
Hey, Sammy.
Hi.
Yep, there's a cactus. We're gonna go this way though. We're gonna pass by some more cactuses. Well, that was really cool. They've got a really cool setup with the telescopes, and they're outfitted with so much solar they can run pretty much whatever they want. And John and Brenda are super friendly people, and they just love doing what they do, giving presentations about the sun. So if you're ever in the area where they're at, they do RVing, look them up. They're John and Brenda at GeoAstroRV.com. You ready to head back, Sammy? Come on, look at the cactus one more time.
That's 2011 years old.
11 years old?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. It might be 50 or 60 years old. I love the climate down here in Arizona. It's like pretty warm throughout the day, and then it gets really chilly in the evening. Not like freezing cold, but really chilly. And it's been kind of windy lately, and the wind has finally died down, so we're excited about that.
Oh yeah.
And spend some time outside without getting all wind blown. But there's lots of places to walk out here. There's tons of little dirt roads that just go off, I don't know how far, but they're just all over the place. And there's like these flat spots in between where there's a wash, they call them, where floodwater runs off. And there's just these gravel flat spots in between those, and that's just where people park. Hey Sammy, that was pretty fun looking through the telescope, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
What did you see through the telescope?
It's not a venom.
Yeah. What did you see on the sun?
I saw planet Earth.
You saw planet Earth? I don't know. Did you see sunspots?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was cool. And solar flares.
Daddy.
We'll look through one for you too someday.
I saw planet Earth next to the sun.
You saw planet Earth next to the sun?
Yeah.
Yeah, those telescopes were pretty cool. Seeing those solar flares and the sunspots. I don't know if you could see the sunspots in the video that I shot through the lens, but yeah, there's just some sunspots on the surface there, and the solar flares though I thought was really cool. So it's always cool. I'm really interested in space and stuff like that and science, so it was fun to be able to.
I'm interested in phase 2.
What, Sammy?
I'm interested in phase 2.
Yeah, that's my boy. Yeah, so it was fun being able to see the sun that detailed and through the telescope. So that's one of the great things about that presentation that John and Brenda did, because with all these families that live in RVs and they travel full time, they're all homeschooled. So all the education that these kids get is on the road. And so when they come across somebody who has a telescope like that, it's a good learning opportunity. It's like, basically giving a class right there on the sun. You did a good job looking through the telescope. You did a really good job looking through the telescope. Yeah, you were very careful and you didn't shake it. You just looked right through. All right, well, it's been a fun day and pretty cool stuff we learned about the sun and lots of solar panels and batteries. And now we're gonna head back to the motorhome before it gets dark, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.